Hello, this is a Steinway Model K upright piano, 133 centimeters tall, made in 1923 and just come into stock, so we'd like to see what sort of work we might need to do to improve the piano and also to appreciate the piano. Casework's in generally very good condition. It's a light wood, I think either rosewood or mahogany. If you're in the trade and know better than I do, then please do let me know. But it's difficult to distinguish sometimes between those two at this age of piano. At least we find it difficult. These are replacement keys. They're not ivory, so they're very well done. I'm very encouraged by the professionalism they've been done with. Looking at the back here, there's no moths. That's something we check always, because it's surprising how often, even with restored pianos or modern pianos, you get moth damage, but there's none whatsoever in this piano. This is the German Steinway with inlaid logo here. Just having a quick look at the whole of the case, which is in almost perfect condition, and you can see that there's not really any fading where this lid might have been kept up for a long time, and you often then get darker under there and lighter here. Or conversely, if this has been kept closed, you then get this is much darker, so that's encouraging. The piano has been well restored. It's got new strings, replacement strings and large tuning pins. The rest plank hasn't really replaced, but the rest planks on Steinways are extremely good. So these are larger pins and extremely nice bass strings. If you have a quick listen to, we'll start in the middle because that's where obviously the tone matters the most. It's very flat at the moment. It's not been tuned, I would suggest, for a long time. About a 435, and there's some damping problems here, so it definitely worked to improve the piano, but the tone, that's as rich a bass as you'd expect, so it's been well restrung. You can often tell good stringing. There's good coning here, and all the string line is level, so good string makers try to get an absolutely perfect string line. So the hammers have been put on very professionally. This is the correct undercovering colour for older Steinways, so modern ones tend to be maroon. And you see it says Arbel there. Now, surprisingly, Arbel supply lots of hammers to Steinway, even though Renner would be the main maker. Arbel's their main competitor, and we ordered some Steinway hammers recently, and they came on as Arbel hammers. So Steinway use Arbel. I don't know if they still do, because now Steinway's taken over Renner. Perhaps they just use Renner hammers, but I wouldn't be surprised if occasionally they ask Arbel for some help too. There's also some regulation issues. This is double bouncing, for instance. So there's quite a lot of regulation actually generally on the piano. The capstans are a little bit, there's a little bit of movement there too, so that needs taking up. First of all, we need to check that this is lodged properly, because sometimes if that isn't, then you don't take the capstans up. You want to bring this back a bit. So obviously we're going to check the regulation generally and see what we need to do. So the basic work on the piano has been done very well, but it does need regulating, and you can see here the touch of the piano as well. It's extraordinarily light, so we have 38 grams for middle C there as down weight. That's 36 grams, I beg your pardon, so this is 32 plus 4, 36 grams. That's very low down weight indeed. And the up weight is exceptionally low too. That's the maximum weight you put on, and the key will still come up. So with some encouragement from underneath to take off the initial inertia. There's actually 16 grams, so that's phenomenally low really. Steinways do have a low up weight generally, but 20 grams is probably more sensible. The problem with low up weight is it means that the hammer might not return fast enough. So I think that needs to be taken up to 20. So if we reweigh this, so it's 38, I've said 38 there, 36 it seems to be. And so if we put that at about 47, which it should be, then the up weight will automatically go up, obviously, because we're putting more weight on the key. So in the back of the key, you're going to add weight. So generally, as you can see, the up weight's extremely low. Here's a 10. I don't think I've ever come across anything as low as that. 10 grams up weight, just still does work. So if you play that C, but repetition will suffer if the up weight is very, very low. You can see there, it's only just coming back. So that's a Steinway Model K upright piano, made in 1923, 133 centimetres tall, and we're always trying to source these beautiful Steinway pianos, some of the best uprights ever made. So there's quite a lot of work for us to do, the key weighting being the most surprising. It's very light, very difficult to get control on the action. Obviously, if you want a light action, we can set it light, which will be, say, 45 grams down weight, and the up weight will be higher than it is now, so say 30 grams up weight, sorry, 20, that will be fine. Or we can set it heavier if you are playing a lot and want to get some real exercise, then 50 grams or 55 grams maximum, really. So that's something that's customised. Normally we will set it at 47 grams for this age of Steinway. So I hope that's helpful. Please do write to us, info@robertspianos.com, if you're interested in the piano.